Good evening, folks, and happy Wednesday. Welcome to your Hawks versus Sussex Rangers here at the 8th Hussar Sports Arena in Sussex. Your Hawks currently on fire with a 6-0 streak right now up against the Rangers, who are 1-3. And we have our starting lineup out. Kalen Guptill between the pipes. For the Hawks, we got Noseworthy, McLeod, Doucette, Stanley, and Anderson. And Doucette picking this one up through zone into the Rangers' deep area. And that is poked away right onto the stick of Owen Hayes. And don't let him pass you, because he's going to come in with a rocket shot. And it is very hard to save if you get him all alone past that blue line. Declan moving in, tries to slide that pass into the slot to Doucette. Doucette's tied up, chipped in behind by the Rangers, and they will make their way back out again as the puck is sent down, and Declan's on the chase. He'll pick this up, so no icing. He's looking for that stretch pass to the Noseworthy, but slow on it. And he'll go off the boards opposite end and give that puck right back to the Rangers. I don't know what he was seeing there. However, wide open Noseworthy. And he missed the mark on that one to kind of capitalize on the Rangers' change. And Rangers trying to come back, and Baraducci making his way back in with a shot, and that's gloved down, and a rebound, and a save, and a backhand. And the rebound saves from the Rangers goaltender, making himself look big in that net. And that'll be an icing call against the Rangers, and we'll pull this back down into their end. And a great opportunity for the Hawks with no real pressure on them, and able to get 3 or 4 shots on the goaltender, and he was just sealing those holes up. Baraducci right off the draw, and that is in the mask of the Rangers netminder, Fillmore. He's going to take this one out to the boards and rim that back around. Baraducci going in. He'll take that one. Another shot on net pad, save. Another shot, and I think that was deflected off the glove of the Rangers goaltender. And the Rangers going to make their way forward and send that right into Baraducci's stick. Baraducci looking for that backhand pass. That sent cross ice. Anderson going for it. And Fillmore almost getting taken out there, and the Ranger kind of lost his footing into the boards. Anderson, little fan on the puck there, and this is going to give it up to Sussex, and the back check from Kennedy hit a stop to that. Up to Life. Life missing that pass. And that's going back down into Hawk zone. Halen out to settle that. Ben Levesque looking like he's going to go for a little run here. He's going to chip that one down, and that's going to go right on net. And the goaltender's going to cover this up. And we'll go to the face-off. 9:16 left here in the first, and we're scoreless with 0-0. And only missing Michael Folkens tonight. I guess he is away on a little trip. So we'll see how his line makes out with a new line mate. And that put to the boards by Levesque, and that is sent out by the Rangers. Owen Hayes will send that in as Life goes for the hit. And Levesque going for a run. He'll go 1-on-2. Fallow with him, and he gets tripped up by number 8 on the Rangers, and that's going to be a penalty. And that will send your Hawks, to a power play with 8:49 left. And we got some heavy yelling going on down at the end of the rink. I'm not sure what the commotion is. 8 minutes for this penalty. That's a little much. They'll clear that off, and the timekeepers are going to make the adjustment. All right, so it's number 8 in the box, 4-2 for tripping. Hawks on the power play. We got Spencer. We got Stanley. We got Anderson and Noseworthy, and it looks like a little Declan McLeod right out front. Noseworthy misses that completely. An 8-15 game in Sussex, and it's showing the boys are tired. A huge stretch pass up to Declan in the feet of the Rangers. That'll be kicked down in as Noseworthy goes on the chase. Declan right out front by himself. The boys come in, tie him up, and a slap shot, and that goes crossbar and out. And back, Stanley taking a wide, high shot off the glass as the boys try to get set up here to get something going. And they're kind of just putting pucks on net. Over to Anderson. Anderson slides that into, sends that shot, and that'll be up and out of play with 1:04 left in this power play. The Hawks are going to get a change here as Michaud, Pearson, Fillmore, Baraducci, and Levesque come out. And at the draw, drawn back, and that is missed by Levesque. Couldn't quite reach it, so they'll get back and get the reset. And Levesque sends a pass right up to center ice for the Rangers to pick up. But it's back down in the Rangers' end as they couldn't gain control, and Rangers will get the clear on that one. And not a good-looking first period so far for the Hawks here. And Pearson losing the edge. Fillmore, he'll go move this puck in, and he's going right to the net. And that is chipped up and back in behind, and a pass out front that's deflected off the Rangers' stick. And that'll be a clear for the Rangers with 20 seconds left. Halen out, and he'll just slide that in behind the net. Ben to Fillmore. Fillmore sending it all the way over to Kennedy, who misses that pass. And that is going to be held at the line as Sussex comes back to even strength. Kennedy and Life trying to get something going here. And the guys get a change with only 10 seconds left in that power play as they're moving forward. That's a bad call on the Hawks' part to get that change there. That with only a few seconds left in the power play. They had a 5-on-4, and they had 10 seconds to make something happen, and they just gave it up. At the line, Sussex moving in. Life with the pressure. Baraducci coming in with the big hit. Life trying to get a hold of this. And we got a 2-on-1. Kennedy and Fallow, and Life going straight to the net. And he fans on the pass off the boards right out front. Fallow, and he scores! Fallow from the slot. A great pass from Kennedy after he gained control back. Fallow all alone, and he'll bury that one. 1-0 Hawks, 6:03 left here in the first period. And we are back at the face-off circle. Hawks win the draw. McDonald, he's going to send this one in deep. As Sussex on the chase. Fallow out front. McDonald shot. And that is under the pad of the Sussex goaltender. A nice play there with the pass from in behind from Fallow. And couldn't get it past the Sussex netminder. He pinched that one just underneath his pad. A little bit more meat on that puck with the hard shot McDonald's had, and that was going in. 5:49 left here, 1-0. Sussex. Back to Doucette. Doucette walking through, shot, and that's a goal, 5-hole. Spencer Doucette, unassisted, walks in and sends it to the back of the net. We are 2-0 Hawks. And the boys are going to get a bit of a change here. Anderson and Baraducci coming out as we have Spencer, Noseworthy, Declan on the forwards. Rangers making the passes, coming through. And he'll drop that off as that's chipped into the corner. Noseworthy coming in with the body and stealing that puck away. And he'll send that up to Doucette. Doucette go with the speed. Wide pass to Declan McLeod, and Declan will send that deep. Doucette going in. Great passing on that one, and a good play getting that puck in. And that was on net, but that's sent wide to the boards, and Sussex trying to get it out. Baraducci holding the line, sends that right on net, and that's padded. Noseworthy to Anderson. Anderson will just fire one, and rebounds, and he scores! Off the post from Anderson. Bouncing in the crease as the goaltender got out of position, and Declan is going to be there to pick up the trash. 3-0 for your Hawks. 4:59 left here in the first period. Face off in the feet. Sussex battling to gain control as Hawks come away with it. Michaud barely avoiding that big hit. And it looks like Sussex is just going to start getting rough. Shot padded in behind. Sussex around back to Anderson. And we have a net off the post. Net off the post. And we're going to pull this one out. As I believe it was a Hawks. I believe it was a Hawks fault. The net came off, so this is going to come outside the blue line. And Pearson at the draw. We have Fillmore and Michaud. And that'll be sent deep by Anderson. Pearson and Michaud on the forecheck and sent out up to center ice. And that'll be sent away by Anderson. Over. Sussex. Up. And that is sent away by Baraducci. Baraducci to Fillmore. Fillmore's going to walk in with Pearson. And he gets the puck stolen away from him. Sussex going to walk this back through neutral zone. And we have an offside call on the Rangers. And a 4:13 left here in the first period. 3-0 for the Hawks. And Life at the draw back to Levesque. Levesque checks that up to Fallow. And a nice pass, a nice receive there on that chip, on the chipped pass. I'm starting to see the guys move the puck and receive the puck a lot better now. And maybe they heard me talking trash about their passing and receiving early on in this period. And battles back and forth deep down in Sussex zone. And we have an offside call against the Hawks. Pull this one out side the blue line. And if anything's wrong with the stream, guys, post up in the chat. I usually have my phone on silent because it's distracting. So if it's laggy, if the audio's off, just let me know. And always cheer on your Hawks. Go Hawks, go. And Fallow sending that wide. Kennedy will pick this up, and he's looking and almost a little fan on that puck as he tried to send it McDonald off the heel of his stick. It was just lightly. And that'll be back down for Halen. Halen's going to put that in behind for Levesque. And Levesque with the hard breaks on that one, looking to get it over for the breakout. And Kennedy up the wing. And we have an offside call against the Hawks. Kennedy couldn't quite get a hold of that puck there. As he was fumbling it along the boards to try and progress forward. But back to the face-off we go. And that is sent in. Kennedy on the chase. That'll be back to center. Stanley sends that one to the boards. And the Rangers had control. That's right back in Hawks' possession as the Rangers tag up for the offside. Anderson looking for bodies. He'll put that into the skates. And he'll send that back to the D and miss it as Life's there to pick it up. Over to Fallow. Fallow through center zone. Back checkers coming one-on-one. And he'll send that right on net to try and get the deflection on Life, but in the Rangers' feet, they're battling to get it back. That is up. Anderson. And a shot right on net into the shins of Owen Hayes. Life with the shot and a rebound and a goal by Fallow. The shot from Life, the rebound, and Fallow there to battle against the stick of the Sussex goaltender, making it 4-0 as he buries one. Face-off won by Sussex, and that is sent in for Levesque. Levesque, he's going to go on a run. Oh, he's not going on his run. It's been a while since we had a good, and that is an offside call against the Hawks. Ben sending that one up to Doucette to make the play. He looked like he was rushing to get the puck back. As I think it's been a while since we had a good Ben Levesque rush and a goal. And I feel like today's the game for that. 2 minutes left here in the first period. 4-0. Ben sends that right over to Owen Hayes. Owen, he's looking. He gets past in behind as he's Baraducci taken down. That's back out into neutral zone. Reverse back into Hawks zone. And Ben Levesque looking to get the pass. So straight up to the Rangers stick. He puts it. And not a good look from Ben on that one. When you see black and green bodies coming your way, you put the puck the opposite. And Doucette battling Declan McLeod in. And a huge, great pass there by Owen Hayes. And a shot and a glove save by Halen. And that was, I think, the first real shot on net for Halen, and he must be cold. Pucks had come down as a clear or as a icing. He's picked them up, but I don't think he's actually had any shots except for that one this period. Fillmore trying to get around, loses the puck to the board. Sussex will send that in deep as Pearson's there. He splits them. Fillmore in for the support, and he will make his way forward with Michaud. Michaud with the shot into the shins. Back to McDonald. McDonald and a huge rebound save off of Michaud. McDonald sent one off the pads. Michaud picked it up, and the rebound control from the Sussex goaltender for that save. McDonald in behind, over to Michaud. 30 seconds left here in the first. Off the skates of Michaud, and a shot and a pad save by Halen. That'll be all the way back out. As Sussex gains control again. McDonald will in to battle this one. Takes the hit. And back right out front, Stanley there to save the day. And he'll try to make the moves, and the Sussex picks that one up and fires it right into the belly of Halen, looking for that short side. And Sussex getting 3 shots on net in the last minute here as Hawks starting to gain too much confidence in this game, up 4-0. And this is when a lot of teams will start to play and the whistle for something. I don't know. They're going to roll the clock, and that's it. Let's see what this second period brings. Last minute of play, not the best from the Hawks as the Sussex put the pressure on, and Halen didn't give up any goals, but they're starting to get shots on net, so they better watch out for the second period. And we'll be right back after this quick little break here. All right, folks, here we go. Period 2, 4-0 Hawks, 12 minutes on the clock. Life at the draw. Back to Baraducci. Baraducci off the boards. Sussex sending it right back. And we have an offside call. It's close. It was close. Kennedy made the splits to try and get that skate played, and it was just a hair off of the blue line. Back. Baraducci misses that one. Owen Hayes on the chase. Halen settles that down for Anderson. Anderson tries to bring that out, and he gets blocked. Life to Kennedy. Back to Life. And he's going to try and walk this one in. Around. Right out front. Shot and a blocker save by the Sussex goaltender. And Sussex getting the breakout here. Owen goes for the toe drag move around and loses it. And that'll be chipped high in the air and back down into Hawks End. Anderson to pick this one up. And Life there. Over to Fallow. Fallow in the skates of Sussex. That'll be sent back. And Sussex gives it right back to Kennedy. And Kennedy walks this one in. Puts one in the slot for Life. And a little far of the end of his stick. So Rangers are going to grab this one. And they send the stretch pass. And Ben takes the man down. As he was pretty close to a breakaway there. I'm surprised there was no call on that one. It almost looked like he was holding him, but from my view, maybe it was just a clean play. Declan coming in to take that from the feet, and Sussex gain control. And Ben sending it over. Declan off the boards, and that'll be icing. And those no-look slap passes just into nothing to cause an icing. I don't understand them. And they happen more often than not. Noseworthy at the draw. Ben around. And McDonald trying to pick that one up, and Rangers are just aggravating. Noseworthy gets taken down as they're looking for that guy in the slot. That'll be sent. Looked like they were trying to go back to the D, and McLeod there puts that wide back in the Rangers zone, and he's coming with speed, and that will be an icing call against the Rangers as they miss that pass. Just a little too far ahead to hit his teammates. Couple body changes here for both teams. We got Michaud, Pearson, and Fillmore with Anderson and Stanley. Stanley with the shot. That's a pad save sent to the corner. And Rangers will come away with this one. And he sends that one up. No icing. Anderson is going to go in for the chase around. And some good quick passing there from these guys. And number 8 trips over the red line there. And a shot in the net and a pad save. Back out. The guy's trying to get to the net for those rebounds. Pearson chased this one around. Reverse back to Michaud. Michaud sends it high in the slot. No one there. But there was a fantastic no-look pass put in like the proper position. Fillmore just wasn't quite there for it. Sussex coming in off the bench with the heat. Back at center. And they'll wait to tag up as Owen Hayes is going to walk this one in. And a shot off the skates of Anderson. And another shot. I don't know if that hit Halen in the mask or not. I didn't see him shake his head because he was right back on the play. And it sounded like it might have been his throat guard. And Sussex back in their zone. And he's just figure skating the puck back, looking for his teammates to try and get moving. Chipped in. And Stanley will race this one down. Life helping out. Try to go to Stanley. And a little soft on that as Hayes was there to pick it up. And a shot and a beautiful blocker save and almost a rebound goal as Halen didn't know where that one went. And I'm not sure what happened there, if that was a defense stopping that one or if that might have gone off the side of the net or the post. And defensive slap shot all the way wide of the net into the corner. And I think he was just trying to widen the play for his teammates at the blue line there. And that puck is chipped up and out of play. I'm not sure off who. Looks like it's going to the Rangers. So we will pull this one outside the Hawks zone. Oh, no, we are back. No, we are in our zone, I guess. It must have been one of our players that put it back there. Anyways, Noseworthy in the corner. Levesque. Up to Declan. Declan is going to do it between the legs. Little backhand one-touch there. Trying to go for Noseworthy, but Sussex there. And Sussex is putting the pressure on and starting to play a much better game. Shot and a beautiful glove save as Declan rifles a rocket at the Sussex goaltender. And he nabs that one out of the air like he was taught by Mr. Miyagi. And in the feet. That comes free into Sussex possession. And they're going to make their way forward. And in the zone. Back, right out front. Shot and a tip by Ben and Halen. With the great save there as Ben tried to stop that puck. And Declan will ice this one. No, picked up by Sussex. Icing waved off. Doucette in with the bodies. Declan. And we're just back and forth here as they try to get something going. And we have a penalty coming up to Declan McLeod. And nothing to the Rangers after the whistle for that. So. And it looks like he's getting a double minor for head contact. If I heard him right, no, it's just 2. I thought he said 2 for head contact, but 2 minutes head contact. I thought he said it twice, meaning the double minor. And the Rangers on the power play with 6:34 left here in the second period. It is 4-0 for the Hawks. Rangers back in their zone. And they're going to feed Owen Hayes. Owen Hayes is just dangerous with the puck and tries to make it through to get the shot off. And Hawks are there to close that lane down on Owen Hayes. And Rangers with... And a shot, and I have no idea how that just went in. That was like from the goal line. And I'm going to have to go back to watch that one because that, I don't know if it was tipped. I have no clue. But that must have been off Stanley. I don't know. I'll have to ask the boys, ask Halen afterwards. Anyways, 4-1. And Sussex is now coming out swinging. The Hawks have let their guard down, and Sussex is going to capitalize on it. And they can't let it down too much in a 4-0 game because that can surprise you. As soon as you start thinking it's a cakewalk, teams are going to take advantage of it. Pass to Michaud. Michaud up the boards. Pearson on the chase. Sussex sends that back. And it'll be picked up as Sussex making their passes. Fillmore takes the body. And Hawks are going to try and regroup here, but taking the puck into traffic's causing some chaos. McDonald around to Michaud. Michaud back around to McDonald. McDonald just out of reach. Sussex is going to try and grab this one. And the Hawks' pace is slowed up here a bit, folks. And they're trying to... And Hawks are just going to ice this one. And they're going to regroup, try and get a change here. So they can get some rested legs on the ice in this 4-1 game. 4:33 left here in the second period. Life at the draw, back to the defense, and a shot off the side of the net. Rangers reverse back behind. No one there. Life fans on the pass. Sussex gains control. Baraducci there. And the chaos in behind the net. Everybody's throwing bodies. Anderson comes away with the puck. Kennedy tried to take control, and Fallow there to give that up into the skates of the Sussex defense. And we're finally back down into Rangers zone at least. Hawks not in control. Baraducci changing that. Life to Kennedy. Kennedy right out front. And almost a tip by Fallow. That goes wide. But a nice play there by these guys. Kennedy trying to hold it in. And he gets taken out. And a shot and a blocker save by the goaltender. He wasn't ready for it, that's for sure, but ended up making that save anyways. It looked like that puck was going top corner. Back around. That'll be sent right on net. Declan. I don't know if that was going for the net or if he was shot. And we have a penalty coming up against the Rangers as McLeod taken down by number 71. And he's going for head contact. And I'm pretty sure it's the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same kid that Declan got the penalty from. So that was a little retaliation play there from them. And one thing Declan's good at is getting in the heads of the players and getting them upset. One of the funniest kids I know, that's for sure. All right, at the draw, Hawks on the 2-minute power play at 2:58 left here in the second period. Noseworthy into the feet of McDonald. McDonald gets it back to Levesque. Levesque making the move. Back down to McDonald. McDonald sends it over to Noseworthy. Doucette is looking. And a pass right to Sussex Rangers in the slot. Ben looking. Doucette, he's going to walk this one in and try to go short side, and that is a save by the Rangers goaltender. And a good effort there on this beginning of this power play. Things are looking much better from the Hawks when it comes to power plays. They are slowly learning, and that is chipped to Ben, back to neutral zone. Ben to McDonald. McDonald, little misplay into his own feet as Sussex gains control. And that's an offside, I guess. I thought Hayes was actually in this side of the blue line when he walked over, but there was actually no... Yeah, anyways, cool. 2:22 left here in the second period. 1:25 here left in the power play for the Hawks. And drawn back into Hawks zone, Ben sends that up for Sussex to put one on net, and McDonald's there. And they can't seem to get the breakout going here. I'm not sure what's going on, but off the boards, back into Sussex control. And after that many misplays, you just got to get off the ice. Noseworthy walks in, but he has the puck taken away. And I guess that's what it takes sometimes when the team's just not holding it down with the passes and getting things going. Just got to do it yourself. And Doucette walks this one and takes the shot right on the belly of the Sussex goaltender. And back at the draw, we got Pearson, Anderson, and Fillmore, Stanley, and Michaud. And Pearson almost wins that one. Sussex off the glass. Anderson couldn't hold the line on that one. Stanley will go all the way down the Hawk zone to retrieve with about 30 seconds left. Up to Fillmore. Fillmore around over to Michaud. Michaud is going to bring this one in, and hopefully they can get set up. He's going to go all the way through, right out front to Fillmore. Pearson had the chance in the slot, couldn't get a hold of it, and Anderson with the back check almost takes him out. And a save by Halen. Breakaway by Sussex. Almost get the shorthanded goal. And we have an offside call. And Anderson aggravating with that back check. Making sure the breakaway wasn't clear. He still made it to the net, but couldn't beat Halen on that. Halen read him like a book. Last minute of play here in the second period. 4-1 for the Hawks. And we're back to even strength. And back to Stanley. Stanley up to Kennedy. Kennedy's looking for life. Off the stick of the Rangers, but back in possession. Stanley, he's just going to try and fire one on net. That goes into the feet of the Rangers. And that'll be sent back down as icing's waved off. Stanley's on the chase. Fallow having a look to get that off the boards. And Halen will steal that one up for a face-off. We will be to the left of Halen Guptill, Hawks netminder for tonight. With 19 seconds left, Noseworthy going to do the honors in the feet. Back to Baraducci. Baraducci off the board. Sussex going to retrieve, pull back down into their end, and have a look with 9 seconds left. And that'll be a battle as Declan comes in with a hit. And that will do it for the second period, folks. And things are getting heated on the ice. And we will go to another quick break. And we'll get ready for the third. Alrighty, folks, we're back for 1 Hawks. 12 minutes left in regulation time. And the Rangers gaining some steam in the second period and getting on the board. And definitely spending a lot more time in the Hawks zone last game, getting more shots on net and actually being a threat into the shins of Noseworthy. Noseworthy, he's going to chase this one down. And he couldn't quite pick it up. Declan coming in for support. He'll rim that one around as he gets taken out at the knees. And that'll be sent back in right in front. Declan's right there and fans on it. And a huge opportunity for Declan to make this 5-1. And Baraducci saving the day. Almost a breakaway. And icing waved off. Ben with the nice move there back to Noseworthy. The no-look pass right to the high slot. And luckily no Sussex players were there, as those are risky moves to make. And we have a penalty coming up for interference. I didn't catch this one, but going to, looks like Owen Hayes is going to be sitting for 2 for interference. And that'll put the Hawks back on the power play early here in the third. 11:03 left, 4-1 for the Hawks. Pearson at the draw, and that's back. And McDonald, he'll walk this one in. Right out front on the wrong side of Michaud's stick. And a shot, and that's a blocker save up in the air. Rangers will send that to the boards. Stanley in. Almost get the clear. The backhand right up to McDonald. He'll glove this one down, and that's poked outside the blue line. Stanley will drag this one back to center ice as everybody tags up, and McDonald's going to make his way in as we have an offside call against the Hawks. Pearson just a little bit too far ahead of that play, and that's going to be right here. I see the ref pointing, and I'm trying to think. The official pointing, I'm like, are we going to a different dot? Anyways, back in Rangers zone, they win the draw. They'll send this one off the boards. McDonald picked this one up over to Stanley, just wide of his stick. He'll regroup. Back to McDonald. McDonald with the stretch pass up to Pearson. No icing. Pearson will chase this one down low, and he'll take the hit into the boards. Michaud in. Sussex gains control again, and that'll be the full clear. Halen out to pick this one up. And he'll rim that one around as the pressure and the back check. 1 minute left here in the power play. And Pearson right off the stick of the Rangers defense, and Rangers killing off time with the pressure here. And a shot on net. Halen lets that one go. And Fallow, he'll walk this one through neutral zone. And he's going to go 1-on-3 as he stops, tries, goes in between the legs, back to life. Baraducci back down low to Fallow. 20 seconds left, and that'll be picked up by Sussex, rimmed around. Anderson, he's looking. Right out front, Kennedy right there. Over to life. They try to make the play, and that'll be covered up. And I think that is in the legs of the Sussex goaltender. And I think Kennedy had the right idea there, but I think if he just had picked a backhand and shot it, he would have found the back of the net. He was close enough, and that pass over to life right where the goaltender was. But those things happen in the heat of the moment. 6 seconds left. Owen Hayes getting ready to hit the ice. And that is over to Fallow. Fallow holding it in. Kennedy back to even strength. Owen making his way right back into the play as they're in the defensive zone. Right out front, Life going for short side, and that goes wide. Fallow again. Life sends it out front. Owen Hayes is there. And he'll try to slow this play down and widen things to try and get Sussex gets some clear control, and they do up into neutral ice. Baraducci there to send it away, and back and forth between the two defense. Anderson, he's going to throw that one in as the Hawks trying to get a change here. And Rangers keep bringing it back. Life. All the way back to Baraducci. Baraducci to Levesque. Levesque having a look. Try to get that stretch pass slowed up. And Doucette passes it right back to Sussex. And I don't know if that was a missed pay and a good shot and a save by Halen. And I'm not sure what happened there. If Doucette went to stick handle and he just lost it, because that looked like he passed it straight to the opposing team. Face-off. Back to the corner. Rangers right out front. Sent away as the bobbling puck in and around that danger area. Doucette walking it up to Declan, and McDonald and Declan with the 2-on-1. A little bit of traffic there, so McDonald just takes the shot, or Declan just takes the shot. Doucette walks this one in back to McLeod, and the battle in behind the net. Doucette back to McDonald. McDonald, all the room. That's a glove save by the Sussex Ranger. And it looks like the official's going to take both of them. And we have a slash call. We have a slash call going to Declan for 2. And I think number 4 is getting a 4 for head contact. And he must have threw a punch or something if that's the case. But we'll wait here and see what goes up on the boards. And we have 2 in the box for Sussex. Oh, I see. It'll be because it was... I have no clue what the calls are there. 5-on-4 for the Hawks. With this power play. Nice shot there from McDonald that's sent wide. Levesque to pick up. Back to McDonald. McDonald looking back to Levesque. Levesque with the shot off the shins of the Rangers player. And Sussex has control. Noseworthy trying to hold the line. Ben there kicks it back in. And Ben back in deep. McDonald taking it into the boards. And Sussex going to pinch. Noseworthy slowing things down. He'll go straight to Doucette. Doucette right out front. Sussex. And Owen's just going to walk this one instead of getting the clear. He's looking for that short-handed, poked away by McDonald. He'll backhand that one in as Halen slows that one down for Ben to pick up. Ben to Fillmore. Fillmore loses it just a little bit. Sussex with the pressure. Go wide to McDonald. McDonald walk this one through. And onside with Fillmore. Fillmore out front. Deflected away. And Owen Hayes coming in. Hill makes the shot, and that's high of the net. And Halen will take those shots all day as they're difficult, they're hard, they're fast. but it's what makes you better at reading those. 15 seconds left in the power play here. And Pearson taken to the ground as Sussex putting the pressure on right out front, and we have a tripping call coming up to Fallow. And that'll put us 4-on-4 for 3 seconds. And Sussex will go on the power play for 1:57. 4-1 still with 5:09 left here in the third period. And the Rangers getting a bit of a change. And Life at the draw. No. And icing waved off as the Hawks are going to be playing down a man now. Life in there. Right out front, Kennedy with the shot. And that goes high and wide of the net. Sussex making their way forward. And they're looking to get another one on the board here. Owen. He's going to slow this play down a little bit as they get set up to start moving the puck around. That'll pass right through the slot. Kennedy backhands this one all the way back down. And Life will go head-to-head, taking the body into the boards. Kennedy in deep. And that'll be chipped back in by Stanley. Sussex can't quite seem to get this breakout going. Life there to stall that one down. And back in Sussex possession as he makes the move and almost gets out in front of Halen by himself. And to the corner. Pass out front. Anderson sends that cross ice all the way back down into the other zone. 52 seconds left here in the penalty kill. Baraducci killing another few seconds off this. Doucette, he'll be chasing them down now. And that is back up to center ice. Sussex in control. And a shot on net, blockered away. As they're looking for pucks out front. Shot right into the chest of Halen. And 18 seconds left. Here in the penalty kill, and I seen Declan come out of the box. Not sure. Baraducci to Doucette. Doucette whips that one back around, and that's probably going to kill it off here. I don't see the Sussex making it back down before Fallow gets out. Noseworthy, he's just going to aggravate him down low in behind the net. And that's it. We are back to even strength. Baraducci with a slapper from the blue line on net. Noseworthy there to pick this one up as the boys are back in business with the 5-on-5. Declan going for the hit and misses. Chipped off the glass by Levesque. Back out center ice. And Baraducci off the boards. Doucette chips this one high for Declan McLeod. Declan and Ben. Declan with the shot, and that goes wide. And I can hear Coach Troy now this game. Hit the net, boys. Hit the net. And that was a hit on Declan mid-ice, and both of them go down. And Noseworthy looking for help here. He'll go back to Baraducci. Baraducci is going to come in with the shot, and that is deflected. I don't know if that hit the goaltender or not. Looked like it might have come off his blocker. I just didn't hear the sound. And Doucette, he's going to walk in and couldn't quite get the shot off as that was... Stick was tied up a little bit there. Baraducci trying to hold the line, getting aggravated. And that's going to give up a 2-on-1 for the Rangers. and over, and the shot, and a nice save, and a nice rebound by Halen. Read that play like a book. As the shot was coming high, and he stands up on his ankles to cut that angle off, and it looks like Spencer Doucette's going to the box for a head contact. The Hawks will play down for the last minute 37 of this game, and they're up 4-1. This gives the Rangers a massive opportunity to get a few more points on the board. Deep in the corner, Stanley, we tried to reverse that one back around. That was straight into traffic, and that'll be double tipped down into the neutral zone as that was chipped high up over everybody. And back in the possession of the Rangers. They're going to walk this one in, and the sticks being tied up. Owen trying to make the moves, and that's going to be an offside. Rangers are going to have to tag up, and Stanley will pick this one up, and I imagine he'll just try to kill off some time here. That's going all the way back down in the Rangers zone. Last minute of play here in the third period. It's 4-1 Hawks, and Hawks will not let up on this one. And that'll be sent back to the defense as McDonald denying him of any chances. Pearson right there. And a pass and deflected. And that'll be a clear all the way back down. Pearson, he's going to race down to try and kill off the rest of this game. And he gets tripped up into the boards. I don't know if that was the player or if that was, and that will do it. And the Rangers will just hold, and that's a 4-1 victory for the Hawks, going 7-0 this half of the season. And the winning streak continues. All right, folks, the Hawks are back on the ice Saturday at 12:15. I won't be there to stream it, so I am going to give permissions to somebody else, so there won't be any commentating. However, it should still be streamed to YouTube. But I will, I'll be back for the next game. We're away on Saturday in Halifax, so good luck, Hawks, and hopefully you guys get to watch everything. All right, enjoy the rest of your week.